Hello, I'm going to show you how I've been making these custard cream biscuits. Very simple, very quick and very easy to make. You will need to make 2 biscuits and the filling. So I start by chaining 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then into those chains, starting on the second chain, I will do double crochets and I will do 7 of those along. So skip the first one, go on to the second one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and chain 1 at the end. That's the first row done. I will do 10 rows in total. The first row is a little bit fiddly and so is the second, to be honest, because you've only got a tiny bit of knitted crochet material to hold on to, but as you work along more rows it does get easier to crochet them, and you get faster as well. So that's 2 rows done. Don't forget the chain at the end. This is row 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain onto row 4. That's 4 rows done. Row 5. One chain at the end. Row 6. Row 7. Row 8. Row 9. And now for the last row, which is row 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I still do a chain at the end. Now if you lost count, there is an easy way to tell how many rows you've done. If you look at this side, you can see that you have these, they're sort of like little repeat patterns where you've got almost like columns with the line in between. So each one of these are 2 rows. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now on the other side they stagger. You can see that column with the line in between starts here. That's because this is the wrong side. This is the right side, which is the side that I use on the outside of the biscuit. So the reason I do that last chain at the end is so that once I cut the thread, and I'm going to cut this slightly long so I can use it to sew up the biscuit, I can then pull the yarn through and pull that up, and that gives me a little knot, so it stops it from unraveling. I then take the end from the beginning and I just tie it up on there and I cut it. So to make this biscuit you will need 2 of this darker colour, which is the biscuit, and 1 of a lighter colour, which will be the filling. Now they are all worked in the same way. There's 2 I've made earlier. So the filling is going in the middle, so it doesn't really matter which way around I put it. This is the other biscuit. Now if you look at it, you've got the other side, which is the front, and which is the wrong side, so right side and wrong side. So you can see on here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and then sort of like half a column and half a column. On this side you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the right side. So I'm going to put that right side down, filling. I'm going to thread my needle, and then I'm going to put this one right side up, so that when you look at the biscuit you've got right side, and the wrong sides are on the inside. So you just line it all up as neatly as you can. And you just make small stitches along, and by small stitches, if you look, you can see how far apart they're going to be. You can see there. So it's not really going to be noticeable. These are great for teddy bear parties, you know, dolls parties. They're great little gifts as well. The other thing that I have done with them is to put a little magnet on here. You can get quite a lot of the little flat magnets, not the tiny ones, because the tiny ones could come through if your stitching is a little bit loose. You can get some that are like about 1 centimetre or so wide. You can get square ones or round ones, it doesn't really matter. So if you sew a little magnet in there, what you can then do, you can use it as a fridge magnet. 0-calorie biscuit. They're great little gifts. Kids like them, obviously, because, you know, play food, I guess. Make sure you're not giving them to little kids under 3, because even though it's not really a choking hazard, they could potentially put it in their mouth and think it's real food and maybe try and swallow the whole thing, which is not what these are for. I just pass the thread through the middle to the other side, and then just cut it. If you've got a little bit of thread that's sticking out there, you can just do that, and that's it. It's gone. So there you go. Cute, lovely little custard creams, and I'll show you how big they are. Roughly 3.5 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. Thank you for watching.